Once I'd finished visiting Mozambique in late 2023, I came back to South Africa. I arrived back at the end of November and pulled into the ISINKWE Bush Camp, which is 15 kilometers outside Hluhluwe in northern KZN. I had to drive down to Stanger to make a video for SAPI on how they make paper from crushed sugarcane, and then do some filming in Richards Bay at the Mondi paper factory. ISINKWE is about 15 kilometers south of Hluhluwe and is marketed as a backpackers and camping facility. The roads coming in are quite good in African terms. As I turned off the N2, which is a lovely tarred highway, the tar ended and I used a dirt road for a short distance and then turned left into the bush camp gate and onto a sand track for another kilometer to get to the camp gate. I managed the sand in the BMW, pulling the caravan without any problems. The camp is surrounded by a fence and a gate which you have to open by hand. This fence is there to keep animals out of the caravan park. I set up near a cabin and took power from the cabin and used the kitchen and bathroom facilities, which were clean and well kept. The nearest water supply was about 70 meters away, so I joined up my hoses and connected a water supply to the caravan. I've plumbed my caravan with hot and cold water and put in a shower, and I have water in the basin, so I like to have a constant water supply to be able to use these facilities. I'd love to know where you are when you watch this video, so please let me know where you are in the world in the comments section below. ISINKWE Bush Camp is a very useful place to use if you're in the area to enjoy the local game parks or for some other reason. It has a lovely feel and the weather in early December was very pleasant. I paid 140 Rand per day including electricity and water, which is in the cheap range. Apart from the section of the camp that I was in, there's also a backpacker style section which has a number of cabin style accommodations. There's another caravan section here too, which looks more organized with more power and more water connections. For the hot weather, there's a swimming pool with a bar and cooking area, which is very nice. But there was no one there in early December. The bar section was closed in the evening, and I wondered if anyone came here at all. I was there for 10 days in all. I decided to stay and write the scripts and edit my SAPI and Mondi footage that I'd filmed, and this was the perfect place. Quiet and pretty and safe. The cat loved the place, settling in after a few days and finding her routine of perfect little spots to have her various morning and afternoon snoozes. Most of the parks east of Durban don't allow pets. I would have preferred to stay closer to Stanger and to Richards Bay to make it easier to get there for the filming, but there are only 2 parks between Durban and Hluhluwe. It's about 300 kilometers that will allow one to stay with a pet. So bear that in mind if you're thinking of living this kind of life. You'll get turned away from 80% of the caravan parks that you'd like to stay in if you have a pet. There's nothing worse than finding a park in a perfect place at a good price with pictures that look great, only to be told that they won't let you stay there if you have a cat. There's no shop here. The closest one is a very expensive highway gas station, about 5 kilometers away. There is much more choice of shops in Hluhluwe, but that's 15 kilometers away, so it's a 30-kilometer round trip just to get there and back. But it's a lovely place with a lovely feel, and there's everything that you'd need here for a lovely break. My rating for the ISINKWE Bush Camp is 7 out of 10. If you have something to be in the area for, you wouldn't go wrong in considering this as your base. Please share this video with your friends and family, leave your comments below, and most importantly, have a lovely day.